I think we are. Okay, well, it's time for the podiums. Would you want to go first, or shall I proceed?
I'll go first if you don't mind today.
Okay.
My podium tonight sort of orbits around an intersection of societal variables that Virginia Beach's shooting event from last Friday happened to run through. Councilman Guy Tower pointed out the prevalence of guns nationwide has made itself into a disease, a standing public health problem. The shootings in Virginia Beach join notable ones like in Boulder and Atlanta, even where those gun users purchased them a week before or even on the day of their shootings. In Virginia Beach, many individuals had weapons, many had guns and ran away. We also had a police officer shooting during the event. It took the life of a beach resident, himself with a weapon he allegedly owned outright. And there's no body cam footage of the event, and it is still being investigated. The aura of police reform comes in, and Virginia Beach City Council voted down creating a citizens review board not 3 weeks before this shooting. This is a city that in 2019 voted down an e-scooter expansion in the city because of public health concerns with their use. And in 2020, buddied up to the gun lobby by sanctioning a constitutional city status, affirming their belief in the Second Amendment, when their very own council member Sabrina Wooten tried to put forth an ordinance that banned guns in public buildings. These things just keep stacking upon themselves, and I'll point them out as many times as I can, making sure to get ourselves rid of gun violence and fully police reformed.
Good stuff. It looks like we're really kind of concerned about the very same thing. We're concerned about the very same thing, but I think I'm coming from a different perspective on it. So on my podium, I want to talk about that decision that the city council made. So I'm reminded of a quote by the, how can I put it? The urban poet laureate, KRS-One. In the 90s, he made a song. He put out a piece of art that stated, say the word overseer, for example, repeat it many times and say it like a sample. Overseer, 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 officer, officer. Yes, officer from overseer. Want a little clarity? Check the similarity. I don't mind that we have overseers. I don't mind we have oversight. As a matter of fact, checks and balances is one of the things that makes our great country work. However, when I look at the situation that our city council just voted down a few weeks ago, it seems to me that Massa doesn't want oversight for Massa's overseers. So when a citizen messes up, they're locked up. But when an overseer messes up, they're PBA protected. Now, one of the things that's going to happen is you're going to hear the whole crazy stuff about we need to have better police, community relations, boo. This is the situation. When Joe Citizen does wrong and is punished, that's acceptable. When Officer Friendly does wrong and is punished, that's acceptable. Both are acceptable. The reason that we've had so much unrest and distrust and disharmony is not because of community relations. It's not because they're not playing basketball with the youth. It's not because they're not passing out turkeys. It's because when they do wrong, the few times that they do wrong, they're protected. Massa doesn't want his overseers to be punished. Why? We can debate that. City council failed us. Those 6 people who voted against us failed to do what the community has been asking for and has been working on for at least a year. But you know what? It's not over. It's not over. And if you're one of the concerned citizens that believes that everything could be scrutinized, everything should be looked at and make sure it's done with right and exactness, join me and the Hampton Roads Black Caucus and some of the other organizations that are working to make sure that the oversight is equal. I'm Seko Varner. I'm Mr. Empowerment. So I want to say one love to my beloved country. Peace out to Brooklyn. 2 up and 2 down for VA. And OHIO to Ohio. We love you. All right, back to the show.